Kia ora koutou. Now we've just finished doing Hautau to Tauaira. Now we're going to focus on from Tauaira, from Hautau to Tauaira ke Orau. So what that means in English is from fractions into decimals into percentages. So here we go. We start with this first one, as we went on before. One whole is the same as 1.0 in a decimal in a tauira. So therefore, with percentage, with auto, 100% is the same as one whole, and it's the same as a toa as 1.0 as a decimal. Here we have it in a picture form. As we see in a fraction, a full pizza is one whole. So in this instance, there's 10 pieces of pizza. So therefore, it's one whole pizza, which, as we said before, when I showed you in the last picture, that 1.0 is the equivalent to one whole. And now that we've introduced auto, which is percentage, it is the same as 100%. Mathematically, this is how it works mathematically. As we've seen before with the whole pizza, there was 10 pieces of pizza. So that would be 10 pizzas are still there, and there's 10 pizzas altogether. And we haven't taken any away, so therefore there's 10 whole pizzas. So 10, wehe 10, ko te tauira is 1.0. So that's what it is in a decimal. So therefore, to make it into a percentage or an auto, we grab the tauira, which is 1.0, me whakarea tērā mō te tahi rau, and ka puta atu ki te 100%. Te tahi rau auto. So mō tēnei taha, o nuku atu ku tēnei rapanga, which is 5 tenths. So rima ko te hau te kau, which to turn this, to huri atu tēnei ki roto i te tauira, so to turn it into a decimal, ko te rima, wehe te kau, ka 0.5 te tauira. So me te huri atu te tauira, me te orau, mo te 0.5, mo te kore 0.5, whakarea te tahi rau, ka rima te kau orau. So here we hoki atu mātou ki the pies. Here we have equivalent fractions. So we have 1/2, which is the same as 2/4. Even though there's 4 pieces of pie here, there's still half. Each person has taken, if there was 4 people and 2 people ate a pie each, and we split it into 4 pieces, but the other 2 people didn't want any, then that is 2 pies that have been eaten, and there was 4 pies altogether, but it is still the same size as half, as you can see. And the same goes for here. This is still 50%, and it is 4/8, and it is 4/8. It is, as you can see, it's still the same as a half, because it's still got the same amount left. The only difference is it has been divided into 8 pieces, not 2 pieces and not 4 pieces. But the amount left over is still the same as that, a half, and a half, which is why at 100%, that would be 100% the whole pie, but because it's half of it, half of 100 is 50%. 50%, 50%. So the same as if this was a tauira, a half of one whole, 1.0, is 0.5, and same with this, 0.5 and 0.5. Okay, one more example of how they're related together. Hautau, for 1/10, if there was a chocolate bar here, there's 1 coloured in, or 1 eaten out of these 10 bars here. As we've said before, 1, this is a division sign, so 1 divided by 10 equals 0.1. So therefore, 0.1 is the same as 1/10. So if you were to look at this picture, it would be 1/10. 0.1 of this whole chocolate bar. That is the decimal of this whole thing. If you wanted to make the decimal into an Orau, the tauira into an Orau, we go 0.1, whakarea 100, ka puta to 10%. So therefore, when we look at this picture, 10% of this chocolate bar has been eaten. And the same demonstration goes for everything else, as you can see. It's 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%. Okay, kia ora koutou.